Hey everyone, Ravinous here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, our playthrough of 2.0 through 3.2. When we last left off, we finally got the Enterprise from the Stone Vigil, and so now there's going to be some repair work we need to do before we go after our next primal. So, let's see. Why do you tarry, Ravinous? Our work is not yet finished. We must press onward until the Harpy Queen lies broken at our feet. Okay. Into the eye of the storm. What do we need to do? I didn't even check what level this is. It calms me to look at her. It's as though I've been reunited with a part of me I never knew was missing. Hardly surprising, you did design and build her. I bear good news. The Seed Seers have granted our request to house the Enterprise. We may take as long as we require to repair her. Of course, it would be rank folly to take one moment more than we require. Garuda, lest we forget, grows stronger by the hour. If we are to have any hope of wresting this benighted realm from her talons, it must needs be soon. Though I'm no expert in the workings of airship, it seems plain to me that the Enterprise suffered much from her time in the wilderness. Am I not correct, Sid? You are. Frankly, it's a miracle she carried us this far. As you know, the Howling Eye is encircled by a raging tempest, apt to turn proud trees into matchwood. Our battle will end before it begins if the Enterprise cannot weather the storm. Given time, I believe I can fully repair her. But if this tempest is as fearsome as you say, even that may not be enough. Confound it. There must be a way to brave the fury of the elements. The elements. But of course, that's it! We work upon the element itself. Using the power of a corrupted crystal, we could clear a path through the storm and spare the Enterprise a battering. I see. You propose to utilize the properties of a crystal to alter the elemental aspects of the barrier. It seems so childishly simple in retrospect. Though mayhap not to you, Ravinous. We speak of manifestations of over-aspected ether that can be found throughout Eorzea. Since the calamity disrupted the land's ether currents, such crystals have become comparatively commonplace, which has been a cause of great woe, as they are known to warp etheric energies, including those of living organisms. The point is, we can theoretically use a corrupted crystal to convert the wind-aspected ether comprising Garuda's barrier into ether of another aspect, one she cannot control. With certain modifications, the Enterprise should be able to deliver us to the Howling Eye in comfort, however hard Garuda blows. But we are getting ahead of ourselves. All of this rests upon our ability to procure a crystal with the necessary properties. Have you any idea where we might acquire one? No, but I know a man who might. A scholar by the name of Lambrent, who resides in Camp Drybone. Strange as it may sound, I met him during my time at the church. Well, Marquise met him, I suppose. Whether out of pity or for want of a more willing listener, he would talk to me for hours about his etheric studies, corrupted crystals being his pet subject. It was a result of these conversations that poor Marquis was observed to possess an uncommon knack for theoretical science. Ravinous, I need you to return to Thanland and seek out this scholar. Sid and I will seek about repairing the Enterprise in your absence. Okay, so I need to find a corrupted crystal. Good thing I can teleport. Quest accepted. Go to this guy in Camp Drybo. So, teleport. Yeah, it's a bit pricey, so let's use a ticket. To Camp Drybo! Again. Because I haven't been there enough. This story takes me all over the place. Back and forth, back and forth. I mean, what? This is my third or fourth time being in Camp Drybo? Okay. So, if I'm not mistaken, the scholar is over in this way, perhaps. There he is. I remembered. Hi. Oh, why yes, I'm Professor Lambert. Beg pardon, you wish to hear about my research on corrupted crystals? Truly? Well, nothing more would give me greater pleasure than discuss my work with a fellow woman of science. Good? Alright. Ah, so rare is it to find fellow intellectuals in this region. 'Tis even rarer to find one capable of comprehending the nature of corrupted crystals. Come to think of it, there was another, a hermit whom the church had given sanctuary. Curious fellow. Unsociable, rather daft at first impression, yet possessed an amazing affinity towards the scientific pursuits. But to the matter at hand, did you say you wish not to conduct field observations, but to harvest a corrupted crystal? You gads, woman, at least take the necessary precautions so that you do not suffer from exposure to its harmful energies. I'm beginning to wonder if you have sufficient qualifications to handle such hazardous materials. Still, your ignorance is somehow endearing. If you bring me a suitable vessel, say a common clay pot, I shall coat it with an alchemical sealant of mine own design. Simply store the crystal you seek within this pot to protect yourselves from its deleterious effects. Oh, where you might find a clay pot? Well, I'm hardly a merchant, but surely some fellow at the Golden Bazaar has some for sale. Blah blah blah. Okay, so now I go to the Golden Bazaar. Let's zoom out so we're not looking at Chocobutt. Okay, that way. I knew there was a bridge over here somewhere. So, to the Golden Bazaar. I think I remember this quest line. It's going to be a little irritating. But, you know what? At least it's an episode. Or two. Hopefully just one. I remember this being annoying. I really do. It's like talking to Eric again. Ugh. I swear this is going to tire me out. But you know what? These are quests, these are experiences, these will help us get to where we need to be. Though I think after our next major encounter, I'll work our way all the way up to 45. You get a clay pot, or you get a pot, and you get a pot. Everyone gets a pot. I'm sorry, I get a little carried away when disposing of my old merchandise. Anyone, take my pot, please. That was easy. Take my pot. Careful, that's only legal in some states. Alright. So cut through here again. Let's help out here so we get a little bit more experience. This will make it so I don't have to grind so much. Because like I said, after... Well, I actually think 44 is another dungeon. I think it's every 3 levels. We had one at... Those two fire back on. We have one at 41. So 3 levels will be 44, and then 47. So I believe those are the thresholds for new dungeons. And if I'm not mistaken, again, both of the ones I'm thinking of are optional ones we have to unlock. Let's take a look. Yeah, we haven't gotten those quests yet. So, joke. There we go. We'll have to do those later. Alright. Fascinating. Even accounting for the unusually strong etheric currents in this region, the crystalline formations are... Oh, you've returned. Any luck finding a pot like I suggested? Here's a pot. Well, this is indeed an unremarkable piece of rubbish, but for our purposes it shall suffice. Alright. With a liberal application of my alchemical sealant, this sorry excuse for earthenware will be reborn as a corrupted crystal containment device. Now, observe as this scholar skillfully... Oh, I almost dropped that. Skillfully closed the interior of this pot, just so. There, it's finished. You no longer need to fear the crystal's transformative energies. Though I suppose you'll be bombarded with its energies until you place it within the vessel. Well, perhaps it shall motivate you to work quickly. In any case, I would now have you take this warded pot to Hahasako, a student of mine monitoring the flow of ether at Highbridge. Explain to him your quest, and he shall instruct you in the finer points of crystal harvesting. Okay. To Highbridge. Again. Yeah, we'll get to a point where you see where you guys will see why I find this certain part of the quest line annoying. But hey, experience. I'm getting it. Alright. But on our way to learn how to obtain a corrupted crystal. As I pass all these side quests I don't need to do. Which I could have done. It would have taken us a lot longer to get to this point. But I would also be super overwhelmed. So, hi. How many times must I explain myself? I am not contemplating suicide, you imbecile. I have chosen this precise position to perform scientific measurements. I'm a pot. What have we here? A containment vessel? Why is this the handiwork of Professor Labyrinth? You thieving knave! I should call for the... Oh, made especially for you by the man himself. Then you must have sought me out per his instruction, which means he believes me experienced enough to expound on his explanations. At least the recognition I so rightfully deserve. Just got experience for that. Alright. Oh, fab joyous day, Kalu Kale, that I should be chosen to guide this woman. Yes, I, Sako. Great, the greatest of Professor Lambert's pupils, shall see you successfully quarry your quarry. Your timing is impeccable. In fact, I was just about to procure corrupted crystals from the burning wall for my personal research. There, the devastating destruction caused by the calamity has blessed us with a bounty of supply of specimens. But something tells me that not but a perfect piece will satisfy your high standards. In which case, you must needs descend to the deepest depths amidst the flowing waters of the murderous mirror nights lies the most fantastic formation I have found thus far. Take this highly advanced research tool and use it to separate a small fragment from a large cluster. Place it within the warded pot and bear it back to me for inspection. The path which leads from Burgundy Falls to the base of the burning wall is treacherous and terrifying, But advance with appropriate caution, and you shall surely survive. I am getting dizzy just from him talking. I don't like talking to these scientists. Or rather, I don't like reading their dialogue aloud. Because since I can't breathe properly, it literally makes me dizzy. Lack of oxygen. Okay. And you have a side quest I'm not going to do. Probably kill something in here. Some amount of something. Alright, but luckily I know this place pretty well due to my knowledge of said place, but I'm going to go over here where I don't have to fight a mirror knight, but I can still fight my hunting log stuff. Get some more experience. Whoop, nope. Hey, you're a tough bastard, aren't you? How many do I need to kill now? 5 more. I just ruined my, Okay. Did not drop stacks. Good. I don't have a stun yet. Or actually, I do have a stun. I forgot about that. Use it on the next one. It's not my conventional stun, but it should work. Shoulder tackle. But I won't have it for you because I need, what, 20 more seconds before that comes off cooldown? So to avoid you. I do usually have my roll ability stun, but right now, because I don't have enough slots, I don't have it yet. I find the other ones to be a bit more important. But I can stun you like that. Alright, so you know, I was actually over here the other day on my my main character and completely forgot why this section was even a thing, and I believe it's because of this quest. Or not. I could be completely mistaken. Stunned just in time. Yes, I am mistaken. That is not why this place is here. I don't remember why this place is here, but hey, guess what? Bonus experience. Yay! Because I believe I need to go down here. Yeah, I think I need to... Is it over here? Yeah, it's over here. Slip past you. Okay, use this hammer. Quarrying ball. Alright, use the pot. Alright. Now head back. Oh, miss me. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. It looks like I dropped a few frames for you guys. Oh. Yeah, oh wow, I actually got down to 25 frames here. Ugh. But we're getting out of here, so that won't be an issue much longer. Maybe it's all the glow. We'll blame the glow. Glowing rocks. I need to build a new computer so I can give you guys better videos. Because now that I'm recording at 1080p, well, the game footage at 1080. I actually have to record the camera at 720. I would next like to find a way to upgrade the frame rate, because I am playing at 60, but my system does not like recording at 60. Even at 720, I hated doing it, so it bothers me. I want to record 1080, 60 frames, because that's glorious. But I think I'd rather give you... Well, I can't even do 60 at 720, so at least I can give you the resolution. I see you've come galloping back. Have you the crystal then? Yes, I do. Here is the pot. What a prodigiously large and lovely crystal. Professor Lambien will doubtless chortle with joy when you present it to him in person. Oh, and upon having you return, I remember how... do remember to recount how I helped you with the harvesting. Okay. Give this back to the professor. So, run on back. Run on back. So, back in here. Right turn. I have the pot. My keen scholar scent tells me that you have obtained a corrupted crystal. Am I right? Yes, I am. Here you go. If you would grant me a moment to examine the crystal. It is as you desired. A corrupted crystal overflowing with wind aspected ether. Oh, remind me, what purpose did you intend to use this crystal again? What? To breach a barrier comprised of wind aspected ether? Oh dear, that may prove problematic, as the crystal would only serve to strengthen the barrier. I suppose I am at fault for not inquiring as to your objectives from the start. Had I had known your intent, I would never send you to Hahasako. But what is science if not trial and error? And can you truly say that this failure has taught you nothing? Think, woman. Now you understand the methods to safely collect a corrupted crystal. You will doubtless have no difficulty doing so once more. What's more, the crystal you collected can serve as an invaluable source for etheric studies conducted by the students of Baldessian. You have heard of them? Well, I don't mean to boast, but I have a professional relationship with the organization. Not as equals, of course. I would never be as bold as to claim that level of expertise. Are you all right? Your eyes seem to have glazed over for a moment. Anyway, I shan't keep you from your task. You've still a corrupted crystal to find. See, this is why this gets annoying. Wild goose chases. Corrupted crystals of sufficient size and strength are not all that common, I fear. Fortunately, one of my other students, Cynia, claims to have discovered another promising site in Eastern Lenosia. Wait, that's not correct. Eastern Lenosia was where she was nearly killed, but wandering too close to an Imperial Castro. now that made for an amusing anecdote. It was Western Lenosia, Fair Sirius, the Isle of Umbra to be precise. I can't recall her exact reasoning. Something to do with Dalman's talons or some such nonsense. What I can say for certain is that she is still in Aleport, attempting to gain access to the Isles. Why not travel there and see if Cynia's inquiries bear fruit? If you could look past the crass, violent ways of the local pirates, you might find your time there to be quite pleasurable. Oh, and do not forget to make yourself makeshift warded pot unless you think you are unprepared for the task. Okay. Now we're going to Airport. See, all over the place. Teleport there. Yes, using the ticket. We're using even more of this time for travel. Okay, so Airport. Too little oxygen, making me yawn. Okay. Let's just go talk to her. Oh, over up here? Where? Up, down, left, right. VA start. There you are. Corrupted crystals? Madame, I have no interest in being the butt of your jokes, so if you have no other reason for addressing me, kindly leave me be. I have a plot. Well, I'll be damned. Professor Lambert did send you. Beg your pardon, it seems we got off on the wrong foot. I am Sania, greatest of the professor's pupils, which is doubtless why he bid you seek me out. Indeed, I am an accomplished scholar with an intensive background in... Oh God, just listen to me prattle on and on. I must have given this introduction a dozen times by now. I listened to introductions like that a dozen times by now. So, but we are out of time, as we were sent on a wild goose chase, but we'll continue this in the next episode. So if you enjoyed this, give it a like. Any thoughts, comments down below. If you haven't subscribed, click on my beautiful face. If you like to support these videos, check out my Patreon. And thank you for watching. Until next time, later.